tell me about your experience on your own private property. Because I've gotten a couple different versions of it, but I figured
that was a fun story.
I'd hear it from the horse's mouth.
I should have titled it like "Fun Creations of a Famous Porn Star," because when I told you I was just trying to have some fun and make some money, and then it got me in trouble, I was like, man, I just can't win. So I'm outside of my house, gobbling on some knobs,
What the hell does that mean? I'm Thom Naylor. Hanging out with porn stars and showgirls is fucking awesome. But how much do we really know about them? Join me on the Side Piece podcast where we sit down with them and hear some of the craziest stories from inside the industry. I look forward to seeing you, and follow me on the Side Piece podcast. All right, everybody, welcome to the Side Piece podcast, and my special guest this time is somebody who I just have a tremendous amount of respect for and love and admiration. I don't know what else to say about you, but big things come in little packages. It's Tiny Texie.
Oh, thank you. You're making me cry. Stop.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
I'm good. It's been quite busy, I will say. I've been keeping on my toes in the business.
That gets you up to what, 4 feet?
Hey, I'm trying. It's only in my heels I'm like 4.
See? Well, it's been a while since you've been on. You were one of my first guests, and we filmed outside. I think it was at the lakes. Yeah.
Yes.
At the National Mall.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know what it is. That little tall thingy.
Oh, yeah. The Washington Monument.
Yes.
That's the phallic symbol of DC.
It was beautiful. I remember that. I actually still have little pop-up videos that pop up on it.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that you finally are back. I mean, we've been trying, but then the pandemic hit, and then then you were busy, and then we saw you at
I try to stay in my little hut because it gets so cold and I don't want to come out.
Well, speaking of little huts, at Exotica, you had a little hut.
I did.
We're gonna dive right in. I'm just gonna go right at it. So, you ready?
Okay.
All right, so tell me, let's talk about Exotica real quick, and then get that out of the way, and then we'll start into some other fun stuff.
All right.
So tell me, what's been going on? You were at Exotica. I
saw
you.
I was at one point. Unfortunately, I do not attend Exotica anymore, even though performing was one of my number one goals on why I love to go and why I did what I did, even at my hard times. I want to bring up, my YouTube channel I had where I lost my Hellcat at one point when I went to one of the Exoticas. It's a very hard thing. So, for a lot of fans came out, I'm going to say, but unfortunately I can't go back. Things were said, and unfortunately it just...
Now, don't stop there. What was said? Come on. Be nice, though.
I don't like it, because it still confuses me a little when someone says, oh, well, we don't want to work with you because, we feel like you attract maybe, certain people, or, I'm not doing a certain part. Obviously I think my part is to come and be there for my fans. That's my part.
Well, to only interrupt you on that part, because we talk about this a lot on here. It seems as though sometimes this industry should be very open and allow a lot of different expressions.
It does.
I'm accused of not allowing it all the time, too, because sometimes I think there's some limits or some fine lines.
Yeah.
But what exactly was said to you? Are you allowed to say what they told you, or?
I like to keep things, private. I'm not really someone just to be like shit talking, I like to stir up trouble. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like I said, the confusion of if I attract the wrong people, I don't obviously see how.
Yeah.
I try to commute with everyone and I love everyone, and in this industry, it's a battle, and I fight the biggest one, out of everybody. I'm a feature entertainer. I'm also a YouTuber. I try to do and get into motivated speaking. I'm now in the car community.
I was going to ask you about that.
I'm really big on that.
Good.
I'm actually going to Wham, which is a huge car thing that we do, and...
Now, tell me, what is Wham? What does that stand for?
Okay, so Wham, don't quote me on this, but Wham is actually a big car show where everybody comes together, a lot of Mopars, and again, don't quote me because I may be wrong. I just started getting in the car community. That's why I love that my boss Cam, shout out to my boss Cam, for helping me and educating me more about the car community. And when I tell him, hey, there's this really big car community I want to go to and I want to get in, he's like, you know what? Let me help you. Let me educate you. You know, let me get you out there. You really want to do it? Are you sure? I'm like, yes. And I'm trying to set a record right now. You know, I'm on these records. I'm going to tell you. You know, I got the feet, you know. Hey. And people love my feet. I'm just going to say that out loud. People love my feet.
Oh, we're going to get to the feet, too, because there's some questions I have about the feet. So don't worry.
But
we might even make you take those boots off for a second to show us the
take
feet.
my boots off? You like my boots?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh, my goodness. Look, wait, and do a little pop out. Whoa. All right, y'all can see no more. That's all y'all get.
All right, that's it. So one's out. We'll get to the second one later.
But, yeah, you know, Wham is a really big car show that I really want to get into, and I am trying to work on being the first ever little person to do a car race.
Oh, all right.
Yes, I'm trying to be the smallest little person because, you know, I have a 2021 Hellcat Dodge Durango. And I also have a lot of other cars as well. And the one I'm trying to race is my 21 Hellcat Durango.
Now, here's my question. And don't think this is rude because we've known each other. How the hell do you drive a Hellcat? What do you have, a box and stilts or what?
You know what? I'm going to leave your mind wandering a lot.
Or does Cam lay on the floor?
I mean, you know, I use him as I can. You know?
He operates the pedals.
Sometimes.
Oh, I can see that.
But no, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. And we're going to make it work.
All right, so you're going to leave me in suspense.
I'm going to make this record work.
All right. I'll wait to see it.
And you're going to be the first one when I do this next podcast. I'm going to tell you, I won. I did it, baby.
I have no doubt. Speaking of races, today when we were at the car show, we were going to try and have you race.
Yes, I know.
The children in the on the what were they, trikes? Is that what they were? They were like a trike.
Yeah.
And when we were standing there, Shane and I were watching.
I chickened out.
Well, one of the kids kept looking at you, thinking, "Who's this fucking kid?"
Oh, they were so confused. So confused. Like,
they just kept looking at you like, what's this?
Oh, that's nothing.
This?
I'm going to tell you a little story that's so funny. We were at the airport, and I sit on the luggage, and my boss, Cam, wheels me around because I'm like, I'm not going to walk. No, I am not walking all the way to those people to get trampled on. Yeah. I sat on one, and these little kids looked at me with so much hate. So much hate. And they looked at their parents like, why are you not putting me on that suitcase like that little girl? Why are you not doing that, Mom? And I'm like, just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Well, we had
but I get the meanest looks from kids.
Oh, I'm sure. Even last night when we went to the little gay pub, we stopped at the door, and as we were walking in, the doorman said,
it was a bit of a rocky, you know.
You can't have your child in here.
Oh, my God. That happens anywhere. That's why I think it's so funny. Whenever I go to bars or any place, you know, they're like, the first thing is that, And I'm just like, right here.
I was
right
say,
here.
that's
What's
right.
up?
And then you gave him your age, and then he looked at you, and then he finally realized like how dumb he looked.
My only question is, how do you
oh my God! Yes.
to bring your child in?
I know. Whoa! Did I get away with it?
No. Like, why would they think you would bring your child in?
Oh, they know me.
Not
Who knows?
Not how she feels, but how do you
Sometimes.
I feel like they're pulling you and your parents.
My mic is falling all over the place. Oh, there it is.
Slipper sliding.
Like that? There we go. See?
It just needed the right touch. That's
Just
all.
bend it more.
Do I need to bend it more? Oh, wow.
Bend over a little bit more.
God, I feel like I'm having sex at home. Like, bend over more. Push
You
it
gotta
out.
bend
Do
it.
this.
You know, you
do
gotta
that.
work it in the right way.
Oh, there. Okay, I think he's got it now. All right. So, yeah. So, well, that's probably because they know me. So they probably thought, yeah, this motherfucker's probably trying to stick his kid in here. I've done all kinds of crazy things, but we at least got a mirror picture, which is pretty famous in the city right now. Tons of people have done it, so now we got to post yours. I have to send it to you.
At first, I was like, why are we all going in the bathroom, Tom? What's up?
I know.
I was like, oh, we're going to take this picture.
Had we done that 10 years ago,
What do you
I would have told
say?
you what we were all going to the bathroom for, and it wasn't definitely pee.
When you said we're taking a picture in the bathroom, I did not expect you to put me in front of Modern Sink.
Yes.
Oh, golden sink at that, and it's got like this like
swan.
goose swan.
Yeah.
It was a swan. Okay, it was a part of me. It was a swan.
Well, we were going to put
But
it in the sink, but then when I looked, the whole place was fucking a train wreck.
Oh, I think my favorite part was last night when you put me in that little bowl thing.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like I was, getting based by a turkey all over again.
Well, I think when I carried you, that was even more.
Oh my God, yes.
That was definitely interesting.
Oh, I loved it.
So let's talk about a few things. You touched on some of them already. Let's talk about you're a feature entertainer,
Yes.
but not only are you a feature entertainer, you are a porn star, an adult film star.
Yes, I am.
And you're a creator.
Yes.
And you, not only that, but you are an ambassador
Yes,
for
I am.
a particular company which is called Feature Fans.
Yes, it's
Tell me a
an
little bit about
amazing
that.
company.
All right.
I've been working with them for over about a year now, close to a year, I want to say, and I have never ever felt so more accepted in doing the industry that I do and have full control of not only having full access to just one part of my career, but having full access to both of my careers.
Yeah.
So if I go do something for a charity event and I want to post it to where all my fans can see it, I could post it on there for all ages can see it.
Okay.
And then I can go around and turn around and post something for my more exclusive, private people and content people, put a lock on it.
Okay.
And it's only age appropriate.
So what is the website? It's Feature Fans, and then is it just female specific?
No, we actually have a lot of people that are joining, male and female. We also have people who are doing cars and the car shows, showing off their cars. We have women who are doing topless cooking. We also have women who are not doing topless cooking or regular cooking. It's multiple things of what you can do. And the thing about it is you are your own boss when it comes to it. So it's not like when you join these other platforms and they're basically your boss and telling you, oh, well, we demand this percentage or we demand this and this and that. And no, you are your own boss.
Yeah.
You make your own money. You set your rules on who gets to see your things and who doesn't.
Okay, so there's
And
no...
you can live stream. You can do all the things all these other platforms are doing just in one.
All right, so the platform is rather loose compared to like OnlyFans and other places. That being said, were you on OnlyFans or are you off OnlyFans now?
I'm everywhere, but
everywhere?
I normally tell people, hey, if you really want to follow me, and when it comes to all of my life, including, my family-oriented stuff, Feature Fans is definitely the way to go.
Okay.
You will not lose me. And also, I also go to my website, which is officialtinytexie.com, where if you go and subscribe
She
to
rattled that right off. Good.
Oh, I'm everywhere, baby. All you gotta do is just type in my name.
I know. You're easy to find.
Yes.
So tell me too, you were on OnlyFans and since we're on cars, let's just go back into the whole thing. Tell me about your experience on your own private property. Because I've gotten a couple different versions of it, but I figured
That was a fun story.
I'd hear it from the horse's mouth.
I should have titled it like "Fun Creations of a Famous Porn Star," because when I tell you I was just trying to have some fun and make some money, and then it got me in trouble, I was like, man, I just can't win. So I'm outside of my house, gobbling on some knobs,
What the hell does that mean?
And I'm little, so you make your imagination go.
Oh, it's already there.
Doing my thing in the front seat, gobbling down, and next thing I know, I see whoop, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Now, were you recording at the same time?
Yes!
Okay.
That's what topped it off even more, and it recorded it, and when I hear this, and sure enough, my little head raises up, and I'm like, oh shit.
Off of the knob.
Yes, off with the knob, and it's sloppy and wet, and
Oh, wow. Okay.
it's all going there, and sure enough, ma'am, you cannot be sucking dick in front of your house. Do you reside at this residence, ma'am? Yes, I do. This is my house, my property. I have a sign that says, if you trespass,
Yeah.
whatever happens, happens. And he's like, well, ma'am, I need you to get out because you may be going to jail. I'm like, it's my house.
Wow.
So sure enough, I'm making a phone call to my boss, Cam, saying I might be going to jail tonight. What'd you do, Texie? Suck dick in front of my driveway? I'm sorry. I'll be right there. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
If it wasn't for my boss, Cam, I think I'd probably go to jail.
Good Lord.
But I did get fired, and I did have to go, and it was a big problem. And
Now,
sure
was it
enough,
just lewd conduct, or was
I wanna
it
be
public
very clear.
indecency?
oh, that's nothing. I tried to post the
Whose dick was
video.
it?
She was not sucking my dick. She
No.
said all thanks to my boss came in and go to jail. I wanna
Yes.
make sure
Thank God.
It was not my dick. I wish I was caught in it.
We'll talk about your dick later.
What's that? You just be
I
quiet over
wish
there.
I was in it.
Sorry, that's
Cam knows we'll talk about his dick later. We'll
we
get
know
there.
it's.
He's 3 deep right now. We have to get to you.
I
then we
don't
have to
know.
get
I'm
to Chanel. Then we
I'm
get
trying
to
to
him.
be all up in there.
Yeah. So what was the outcome? You got a lewd conduct, or you got indecency?
Indecency of exposure.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, and it was a bitch. And I thought, and what even pissed me off even more is I was like, you know what? It'll be fine. I'll go do what I gotta do, pay this little freaking ticket, and then, be done and over with, whatever, wipe it away. And I can still make money. Post the video,
I love how you say wipe it away.
and I get fucked with the video. I can't even post the video.
Oh, so okay, that's where I wanted to go. So you have this video now,
And
and it also
some of
has all these extra
platforms-
actors. You've got police, you've got
Yeah,
people.
but some of these platforms are like, oh, well, you can't post this because, just like the cops, public indecency. All I gotta say is in front of my driveway, who's gonna be watching in my house other than my wife? And she okayed it.
Oh, she
I'm not in
okayed it.
trouble.
Was she in the house cooking nude?
I'm not
for her
not disclosing
feature
that.
films?
All I can say is my baby makes some mean screw.
I bet.
My baby know how to cook. She feed a woman good.
I've met her. She doesn't feed me. But
Oh yes. And let me just seen her booty. Come on.
I have seen it.
Oh.
I'm always envisioning what sex looks like between the two of you, but one day,
One day.
I'll be a fly on the wall one day.
I think everybody wants to be the fly on the wall.
yeah, exactly. I'll just ask Cam. I'm sure he's been a fly on the
I
wall.
mean, Kim is, when I need a cameraman, hey.
Oh, okay, good. See,
Hey.
you should have had him as a cameraman when you were sucking the dick in the car, because
You
then
know-
he would have been a lookout.
He was over here like, see, I told you. I
Yeah.
fucking told you, Texie. You would have got in trouble. You know
See,
what?
You got to work
Sometimes
smarter.
you gotta take risks, baby. That's it.
Work smarter and harder.
Yeah. Well, apparently I was.
I know.
You try sucking a dick like in the car and it's cold. Yeah, and
Yeah,
he's
no.
got to keep it up while it's cold. That's a hard thing to do.
I do some of my best work
It's okay.
standing
My
up.
mouth kept it warm. Oh my god.
So here,
My wife's gonna be my ass.
yeah, get ready. Now, let's say when you posted it and they denied it, and they told OnlyFans told you that it was indecent for their platform, which is fun. I find that so crazy, considering some of the shit I see on there.
It is very.
What
Because
happened then? Did they? So you obviously had value in that film.
Yes.
You obviously had made money from it. What happens to that money, if I can ask?
So honestly, the reason why I do what I do, and with the whole career
Is
that
this sucking
I do.
dick or is this the filming?
The what?
Sucking dick in the driveway.
I mean, yeah, I do what I do. It's so. Hey, but I do it legally, okay?
Shane's already excited. He's trying to think of the next driveway to pull
Hey, you
into.
calm down over there. You keep your eye on the camera. No, honestly, the reason why I got in this industry and doing what I do, yes, is because I raise enough money as much as I can
Yeah.
because of my daughter.
Okay.
She has a big surgery that she needs, and Medicaid only pays for so much. And, I'm not one to really do handouts. I try to work, and I've always worked ever since I was young, trying to get what I need. And right now, the only reason why I do what I do is because of my daughter.
I'm only going to get undressed for a little bit because I'm dying now. Before I was
yeah,
freezing
yeah.
in here.
Take it off.
Yeah.
Mm.
So now I'm burning up.
I just like the fact that we're both like in these black turtlenecks.
I know.
I'm just like, it was so meant to be.
That's why I kept it on.
He's asking what happened to the 60,000 that you lost.
I know. I had a different shirt on. but
Sorry, I need a drink over here.
Texie.
There you go.
He's asking what happened to the 60K that you lost on OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So well, he just told us what happened to the 60,000 that you did make off of the.
Oh, that got taken away.
It did. So they
Yeah.
just kept it.
They did. They locked my account. I was not able to get on it. And when I finally did get in it, they took all the money away.
And they
And I
told
was
you
not
that if you want the
able
money
to-
back, you have to come suck somebody's dick in the
Yeah.
driveway.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he fucking enjoyed it, but fuck, where did I get?
No.
In actuality, and it really was frustrating because, yes, I guess that they want to call it public indecency, but in all actuality, we're all content creators and we do what we do for a reason.
Yeah.
And for them to be able to have that much power to be like, oh, yeah, you don't deserve this money, we're going to take it away, I cannot stand that.
Yeah, that's a little.
And the
low.
fact that is one thing that future fans, like I said, you're your own person, you're your own boss.
Yeah. So tell me, okay, so now your daughter, now we're going to talk about something we talked about before. Now, and we laughed about it. Obviously, you are considered a little person or a little woman, a little sexy woman.
Thank you.
But what is when you're addressed by people, what's the biggest difficulty people have? Are they afraid to say something? Are they nervous because they're going to fuck up, or they're going to be perceived as rude?
It's a mixture. When it comes to it's two things I've noticed with people. It's how am I going to greet her, and what am I going to say when I greet her.
I just bend down. That's how I greet you.
See,
Get down.
but a lot of people, and honestly, it really doesn't bother me. Like some people, crouch down. It doesn't bother me. Others, they're like, they feel it's disrespectful, or they feel it makes me uncomfortable. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I can't hear you, I need you down at my level. So
Yeah. Hey, when I talk to tall people, I got to look up.
yeah. And then of course, it's the common phrase. Well, what do I call you? Do I say midget? And a lot of people don't like that. Or do I?
I don't like midget
say
because that makes me think I
dwarf?
got to throw you somewhere.
See, to me, honestly, I'm not gonna say it doesn't bother.
Just kidding. That's gonna be the next thing. I'm canceled now.
Oh my god. Anyway.
That's it.
Oh,
Or we're gonna
no.
wrestle. It's two things. That's it. That's what I hear. Or you're gonna be mad at me because somebody took a job somewhere from the Seven Dwarfs show or something.
See, I'm waiting for somebody to do something like that. I really am.
I know. I was just listening to a comedian, and he was saying, what do we call Snow White now with the seven dwarfs? And they said, well, it's seven little people. And I said, well, I don't know if that's going to cover
That's gonna
that
happen.
storyline. So do you feel the need to correct people, or do you just kind of let it go and just say, hey, you know what?
Honestly,
I'm used to it.
If they bring it to my attention, like some people ask me, hey, what do you feel comfortable with? I tell them, hey, you want to bend down, talk to me? You want to sit down, and just call me little person, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. And once they know that, they're like, okay, cool.
Now, to everyone else, that for looking at you and just the way you are, and then when we see you on stage naked, you're literally like a regular-sized woman that has been washed in hot water, and you're just shrunk.
Exactly. I got thrown in a washer and a dryer, and I just shrunk.
You're on high heat.
It's like when you buy that sweater at the Goodwill store, and you didn't know it was 100% cotton, and just
Yeah,
shrinks.
because you're totally proportionate, and you look beautiful when
Thank
you're
you.
naked. So what my question is
Could you believe I'll be 32 this month?
that's one. I can't believe you're in your 30s now, because when I met you, you were in your 20s.
Yeah. Oh my
A while
God.
back.
It's
Yeah.
been so long.
How old's your daughter?
She's 9 now. I'm going to be 10.
Yeah.
Well, no way. I take that back. She's 10. Her birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, I know, and you missed it because you were tooling around a
Yeah,
car show.
I did.
No, that's because Cam fucked up and scheduled you.
Yeah. He's waving in the background like, why'd you throw me under
Yeah,
the bus
that's
right
why.
now?
That's why we
Damn
have
it.
him in the dark corner.
It's okay. You're going to get it. You're going to get it later.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So here, does your daughter? Is it hereditary? Does your daughter carry the same traits that you have?
No.
Okay.
She is actually currently now 4'1".
She's 4'1".
Yeah, she's taller than
She's
me
taller
now.
than her mother. How cute.
She's carrying me around. I just started doing videos of her carrying me, and it made my eyes completely water.
Oh, I bet. So she's like me now. Just carries you around.
Yeah.
Carried you around 3 times already.
I can't tell her
in
to
those
stop.
2 days.
I can't. It's like telling me, no, just don't do it. Come on, Mom, let me carry you.
Well, it's funny because last night in the club, I kept picking you up to put you places. Like, put you up on the bar, put you up on
I'm
top of the
used to it.
table.
I'm totally used. Boss does it all the time. He's
Yeah.
like, Texie, come here. Yeah, pick your arms up. Okay, let's go.
Well, that's what somebody said. They said, you look so natural, like you know her. I'm like, well, I do know her. Like, I don't just pick people up and set them around on
when
places.
you have that sense of comfortability with me, oh yeah, you're able to just be like,
Yeah, that's not usually
yeah,
my
I
thing.
do.
I just walk around lifting people up. So, yeah, you're kind of an exception. And in the wine bucket.
Yeah.
So, those were some great videos. I'll have to pass them on to you. With
Yes.
the champagne.
It was fun too.
Speaking of which, I do have a side story for you. There's a gentleman that worked for us as a bar back a long time ago. He was my lifeguard at my pool. And that sounded awkward. It really wasn't my pool. It was the building's pool. So it wasn't like I had a private lifeguard at my pool. Maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I'm lying. But here he wanted a job, so I gave him a job here at the club.
Mhm.
And he had just started about, I don't know, a month before you came. And that's when we put you in the bathtub downstairs on stage, and he poured the bubbly champagne over you.
Yes.
I had no idea they used fucking cold water.
Oh, it was fucking freezing. Oh my God. I looked at him with so much anger, and I think he was just like shaking. So like the bottle was like, I'm so sorry.
So he's going to be watching this because I told him that we were filming.
I hope
And
you
I said-
know that water was very cold.
Yeah.
I'm looking right at you. Do you see me? Yeah, I want you to gaze in my eyes. Look at these lips.
Well, he's in Serbia, and he's, obviously has something to say about it. But you made his whole career here for the summer that he worked. He could not get enough. And when he saw you were coming, he messaged me quickly and said, Christ, I should be in the United States to see her again. So, yeah, I had no idea. So a public apology. It should have been warm water.
Oh, it's okay. It made my nipples hard, so.
I noticed. We looked back at the footage, and you looked fine. So, yeah, but we do have that little tulip tub that I'm going to
You
give
were
to you.
telling me that.
Yes, you can have it. Cam's got to remember to take it this time.
I was so excited.
I don't know.
That's my little trophy.
We're getting shut off? No. I always get nervous when Shane's
I
bending
know. I
over
was
touching
like,
Kim.
no.
Yeah, no, not the titties.
Not the goodies.
So, let's talk about some other things. I'm going to bring your co-star in just a minute. I was watching you on stage, and it was so cute. She's got a great ass, but then you have a
Oh,
great
would
ass
you
too.
believe
But
it's real?
when the two of that's what I was going to say. It's real. I was shocked.
Oh, yeah.
And then your little ass was backed up next to it. And I kept looking at it thinking, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. It had a creepiness to it for a second. And then I got rid of the creepiness. And I thought, oh, I know both of these people now. So it's not that creepy. But your stage work, it went really well. The two of you looked fantastic last night. Let's talk about your TikTok. Your TikTok is huge. How many followers do you have?
I have about, honestly, the numbers keeps raising, but it's over about 4 or 5, 4 to 5K, 4 to 5 mil.
No, she has a couple million on something else
Yes.
too, doesn't she?
5.4 million on TikTok.
There we
Yeah,
go.
5.4 million on
Yes,
TikTok.
we just actually had an increase and
That's
I'm
unbelievable.
not gonna lie, I've been everywhere, so
That's like 1,000 more people than I have on my TikTok.
it's a lot. It's a lot. I can't keep up with it. I'm not
I
gonna
have
lie.
literally zero.
I can't. I'll look at my boss and I'll be like, boss, help me out here. Like, well, I know it's a lot. I know.
That's a lot of people watching what you do all the time.
It is.
So
And
what
you
do
know
you
what?
do?
I'm very grateful.
What do you do on TikTok?
Huh?
What do you do on TikTok that's so interesting?
I do everything. I do a lot of things with my daughter. I do a lot of things with my wife. I do, crazy things of all my trips that I do. Comedy stuff. I started getting into that. I also show off my cars.
Yeah.
Any cool places I take my kid or just little vacation places. Like we actually went to Disneyland for the very first time. Shout out to my boss Cam for making that happen. And
He's just getting all the props.
it was hey, this man has really helped me a lot. And
He's been with
even
you
my
for a
wife
while.
has. That's why it's always great to have a team.
Yeah.
I'm the first little person on my feature, to become a feature to have a team. And I love that.
Someone has to keep you in line. Someone
Yeah.
has to pick you
Oh
up
boy,
and put
do you
you
have
places.
to keep me in line. But the stories that I got, oh my God, if I could have this podcast all day, I would.
I can imagine. We were hoping your wife was going to be here, but
Oh, I know.
and then I thought I
love
was
her.
texting her because the number I have her name attached
Oh,
to it.
I know you do.
Yeah, and then it says
Dirty man.
Texie's wife. So when you were messaging back, I said, "Wait a second, is this Cam messaging me? Is this Texie messaging me, or
If it's
the
baby,
wife?"
love it, sweetheart, it's us. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Cam, but I don't know.
Well, maybe it was Cam. I couldn't really tell. So, so your TikTok, I've watched it. Do you rehearse a lot of the stuff, or does it really come natural and you guys just kind of smooth out the details and say like, hey,
Yeah.
this is where we are, let's do
Sometimes
it.
I like to do, a retake of certain things, but honestly,
It's a
I wing it.
one-off.
I just wing it.
Yeah, that's more natural then.
It is. It's more funner. I enjoy working and I enjoy creating content. Not just, the adult wise. I love doing this stuff because I have a lot of fans who are also kids.
Yeah.
And I want to be a role model the best way I can. I also have a kid myself. So any way I can making these videos, whether it be funny or educating or whatever the case may be, I've had people come up to me and tell me, hey, you've really helped our family. You know, we watch you and it makes us laugh, and it's something that we can do together, you know, watching your videos or coming together to go see you at an event. You know, it's nice to hear that.
Yeah.
And I really like that. And I like the fact that people are also like, you know, I'm different too.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I'm sure you get that. So that's not to put you on the spot with this, but what has been your biggest TikTok response? Which one? Is there a particular standout video that you all know specifically? Like that was one that was just like through the roof?
I know there is one. There is one. What is it? What is it? Because it hits so hard. Boss.
Your daughter and you, where she's doing the height comparison with the hands over the head.
What she what?
When she's doing the makeba
Oh!
See?
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so me and her, and it was weird because she didn't want to do it at first. And I was like, come on, do it with me. She's like, what do I got to do? So I stood up right next to her, and I knew the moment I found out that she was like 4'1".
Chanel's going to help you.
I gotta fix your beautiful hair.
Thank you, baby.
And don't worry, we're going to see more of Chanel. If you can see
Oh,
Chanel's
yeah.
ass, it's a little side profile of it. But we're getting to that. So you guys were on TikTok together.
Yes. I had my daughter stand up next to me, and there's this little thing like doo 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 doo, and she did it, and it went viral.
Nice.
And then I did another video where the very first time she picked me up, it hit.
Yeah.
It hit so hard. People were like, "Oh my God, she's so big. How old is she now?" And I'm gonna be doing a video with her, and I'm gonna put when she first carried me to when I first carried her, and I'm gonna put it side by side, and it's gonna
That's
fucking
good.
hit. I already know it.
Very good. So tell me, we're going to move to the next thing too. It's right after family talk. Sex. When you're filming. That was my segue. So the segue is when you're filming, do you get a lot of people that just have this fascination with putting stuff in you that looks large, or do you have people that are just like, they kind of treat you differently? I'm like, are you sure you want to do this, or are you accommodating enough?
I know. I know because sometimes, you know, when I do videos, especially with Anna, sometimes she'll be like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Like,
Yeah.
this is kind of crazy, babe. Like, should I be doing this?" And I'm like, "Yes, I trust you. You know, you're my love. I know that if I need you to cork me in some way, you can cork it right, baby." Oh my God, our first video, I remember this too so well, because my boss Cam filmed this for me because I did not have a cameraman at the time. I could not fly one out. So I was like, "Boss, I need your help." He's like, "All right, Texie, what's up?" "Yeah, I can help you." I was like, "I need you to film something for me." He's like, "All for you." Like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Yeah, why not?
I was like, "No, it's not that type of video. Like, it's not a TikTok. I need you to film." And he's like, "What? What do you mean, Texie?" I was like, "I need you to film me and my wife fucking." He's like, "Huh? All right, yeah, I can do it. I'm fine. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, let's get it done." So I do it, and I was like, "All right." And it's my first anal scene I did with my wife.
Oh.
And my wife is not about that. Anna's not about that. So when we did it,
I'm
she's like,
surprised with her ass.
"How do I do this, babe?" she goes in with like a cork and screw. And I'm like, I can't. No, no. I can't. Just wait. Just like, I'm sorry. I was like, I can't. I'm not a screw, you can cork.
We're making sure that they're going to take pictures of us too while we're talking. That's Shane's job. As I look over, this is the first time Shane's on a phone and those two are not on phones.
I know.
All day long, they've had their heads buried in their phones. And I've been
Really?
bitching. I messaged back. I'm like, okay, one of you has to answer the phone. Because I see the phone taped to your fucking eyes every day, all day long. So I know you're seeing my shit.
I know you're seeing my shit.
So,
Well, because you're texting her and not me.
yes, that's true.
She can halfway see.
That's see how he just threw you right under the bus.
I tell you, he does it all the time.
I bet. So here we're going to talk about some other things too.
Yeah.
I have a lot on the agenda here.
Oh, quite a bit.
Yes, let's get Oh, should we bring Chanel on?
Yes.
All right, Chanel, let's get you over here. Our next guest here, she is performing with Tiny Texie this time. Now, Chanel,
Want to sit on my lap?
you go. Why not? So, Chanel, tell me. We're going to start out just by the first thing because I wasn't in the know of the do it Chanel, and then I thought, does she have some kind of French thing going? And it's do it.
The wait. No, actually,
then when-
it's do it, Chanel, because you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, you're gonna have to pull your mic
Oh,
up.
yeah. You got to do what you got to do. It's do
So-
it, Chanel.
That's it. So it's do it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's do what you got to do. Now I came across when I was looking for your Instagram because obviously you're starting out now and you're just kind of fresh on the scene. And I got to tell you, you're beautiful. You look
Thank you
great
so
on
much.
stage. Your body's fantastic.
Thank
I don't know about the rest of you, but no, you looked great last night, and it's been fun having you. It's been fun running around the city with you. But tell me, there's another Instagram, and it's Suck It Chanel.
Yeah, that's me. That's
Okay.
also me.
So that's the step up or the step down?
So that's the old Chanel.
Okay, so the
What
old
had
Chanel
happened
sucked
was-
it. now you just do
Right.
it.
She-
Original Do It Chanel used to be Suck It Chanel. That's how I started.
Okay,
And I got my Instagram taken away because, Instagram loves to,
Shane's gonna help you with the mic.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Let me have you sit in the chair. Let's have her sit on your lap.
Oh, there you go.
outside,
Okay.
Just so the camera can
You wanna
see
sit on my
both
lap, baby?
her and
Yeah.
you.
He's never done this with me.
that's my girl.
So
You
basically,
know how many men in this
have
world
her
wish
sit-
they could be where I am right now?
have her sit-
I know. I saw
Sit
even that
inside.
girl was
Oh, wow.
flattered.
You want to sit
No,
against
you-
this side,
you
Betty?
can- Like you can sit there in the middle. I'm just saying have her lean against the side
Oh,
so
okay.
that basically she's not sitting directly in front
So
of you.
on this leg.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna face me.
There we go.
There you go.
That way the
Cool.
camera can see you.
Okay.
And then
Gotcha.
Now she,
Okay.
Awesome.
Is that better?
now she your puppet, so now you can just do the
Yeah.
ventriloquist.
Just make her mouth move.
It doesn't work.
No, she's a muppet.
Oh, wait, you have to do the hand?
Yeah, ventriloquist doll. There you go.
Is
not
it
moving
working?
your hand.
Is it working? I am.
No,
I'm moving.
All right, you're good to go.
I thought the ventriloquist makes it talk.
All right, so we're back on.
But she's not
Oh,
talking.
So here's our next. Oh yeah. So now we have our ventriloquist doll, Tiny Taxi, operated by Chanel. Chanel, how's Tiny Taxi doing?
How you doing up there?
Oh wow,
How's the weather?
her mouth does work.
Very great.
Oh, wait. Does it look like it now?
Yes, there you go.
Hi.
This should be a
Yeah.
routine.
Hi.
Yeah.
Right, this is
We
something
should
you
do
can work
this.
out together.
Mm-hmm. We should do this.
I'll work on it with you.
Mhm.
So tell me, so you have the Do It Chanel, you have the Suck It Chanel.
Yes,
So
so-
where's the Anal Chanel?
Oh. Coming soon. Coming soon.
I bet.
To a Texie near you.
Yeah. So now I have 3 Instagrams to follow.
Yeah. So, yeah. Suck It Chanel got banned from Instagram. And then 3 years later, fast forward, all of a sudden I can take that name again. I'm taking it. That's
Yeah.
OG me.
That's right.
She's coming back.
There's
What you
nothing wrong with
mean?
that.
Suck It Chanel sucked everything.
Now there was something you said yesterday that cracked me up, and I can't remember what it was. It's gonna kill me because you had a good line last night when you were downstairs. I'll
There's
think
a
of it
lot
as
of
we're
those.
talking.
Truthfully, I'm full of shit. So
Yeah, but it was a
probably
good
one
line.
of those moments.
Yeah, I can't remember, but it was funny, and I heard it, and I thought I'm gonna bring that back around, and I totally fucking forgot it. So, whatever.
You'll remember as soon as we cut the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was something you said. It was Dan and me and you talking, and there was something about nothing fake on you, but there was a phrase that you used that I thought was great.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this next
I'll
thing.
think on
You
it.
two are Playboy Playmates.
We
Yes.
are. November 2023. That was us in the Sweden magazine,
Oh, you two were together in the magazine.
Mm-hmm. along with her fiance.
The sluts.
Yeah.
Oh,
It did not
oh,
suck.
she was
It
a fiance
great.
at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Well, low-key, she is still the fiance. We're going to have the wedding eventually whenever Tex has some free time.
There you go. Hey.
We're getting there.
Good, good, good. See.
All three
Takes
of them.
time.
What
to
was it?
process.
All 3 of them were in it.
Yeah, all 3 of us
Oh.
were in the same Playmate magazine.
Me,
Yeah.
I am in a grave.
You lesbians are dirty.
I mean, what can we say?
So, here, being Playboy Playmates, you all performed together.
Mhm.
So you did the photo shoot, but have you performed together? Have you had sex together? Hmm.
She a tease me.
She-
She's too much of a tease.
Oh,
She'll
really?
be like, yeah, come on,
Well,
Texie.
I've done a bunch of videos where like
That's it.
we'll almost
That's
get
it.
there, and then I'm like, Let's get the
That's
video.
it.
Let's do it next time. Let's do
I
it
get
next
ready
time.
and I be going like,
So you
yeah.
do teaser
You know,
videos.
when you're God, like, yeah, I'm gonna get it, yeah.
See?
Blue balls.
You don't get it.
So tell me about the teaser videos.
You don't
You
get.
you guys have these teaser videos.
You get your
I can't say it
look.
like that.
You
There we
can't
go.
touch.
What are the teaser videos? Is it like she starts off sucking a dick and then moves and
Really,
you're
yeah.
supposed to move in and that's the end?
There's a lot of like different scenes where we'll start into a scene. You know, we've all watched Pornhub.
She's done a
like,
strip tease.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
she's trying to take off the panties. And I'm thinking the panties are gonna come off.
Yeah.
Because I'm
They
hoping
go
fucking
everywhere but
filming this.
off. Everywhere
come
but
on.
off.
Hey.
Peekaboo, oh.
Oh, just a
Peekaboo,
peekaboo.
oh. How you want them to? Peekaboo, oh. And I'm
You
like,
want me.
stop with the peekaboo. Like,
Yeah,
let me
see?
see.
Now, so you've only done the teaser videos. Now, have you and
Mm-hmm.
your wife performed together, or your fiance? Have you performed together?
Y'all, they've been fucking.
No,
What you
no.
mean?
You and the wife.
Oh, have you with mine?
Oh.
No.
No.
Can I?
If I didn't know about it, I wish I was there.
Never a bad time to ask.
The cat's out of the bag, guys.
That's right. That's
And I
it.
got some explaining to do.
Hey, it's all right.
And
So-
the bad part about it, I wouldn't be bad. I'll be like, can I have the video? Come on, I need to go
I'll
check out
ask
the
first.
business.
I'll ask first.
Now, does Cam ever perform in the videos? This is a personal question. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't done my research, obviously.
Why?
Mhm.
We know he wants to. You know,
Oh, see?
He wants to. He wants to.
So tell me, what else?
husband's
Do you
out
have
of
anything
town,
else
guys.
going on with Playboy, or is that a one and done?
For right now, it's kind of like a one and done, but I
For me,
want to.
I'd love to do it a million more times.
I want to pursue more.
Yeah, you
I
do?
do.
Well, you're a Playboy playmate now.
There's always
That's a
there's
claim to
always
fame.
something more out there that I want to try to adventure.
Yeah.
And the same thing with her. You know, we try to do our best. If there's another thing that we could be in Playboy, I would take it a heartbeat. And
Yeah.
honestly, it's just the opportunities that come.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So tell me, when we're talking about sex and we're talking about anal sex, what's your go-to for your scenes? Like, what do you like to do most? Like, where do you get the biggest impact? Is it you sucking people's dicks? Is it you getting
Honestly,
fucked?
Blowing
people
her
love my
butthole out.
ass.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I was waiting. So you're pushing your butthole out, or you're pushing your
people
asshole
love
out.
my butthole.
Yeah.
They love when she gets her butt
They
blown
love
out. I
butt
swear
Please
to
blown
don't
God.
out.
tell.
They're
Please don't
going
tell me you're
out.
rosebudding or something crazy. Cause now I'm gonna have to see tiny Texie rosebud.
I mean, my butthole is all over Twitter. It's just all over Twitter. It
Is
should be
it?
all over
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Girl,
So tell me
you-
about your
First
butthole.
thing.
Twitter.
It's the fir-
Girl, your butthole
Like,
popping on
not even go like
Twitter.
Twitter.
yeah. So your Twitter. All right. So what's
If
going
you
on
haven't
on your
checked it
Twitter?
out, check it out.
My
Just
Twitter.
besides you blowing out your asshole on Twitter.
That's where you'll get little teases and
That's
snippets
mostly
of
where I post
stuff,
now
yeah.
a lot of my upcoming videos
Yeah.
that I want to get out there because you can't obviously do it on Instagram or anywhere else. So
Twitter's
I'll
one of
put a
those
little
platforms
teaser
that's a
and
little more
go
loose.
check it out.
Yeah. Now, do you have a Twitter page too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do it
what-
Chanel. What you mean? Do it Chanel. Do it all, baby.
Do you have one for the Suck
Lord,
It
it
Chanel
should do
too?
it all.
The Sucker Chanel is incorporated into Do It Chanel stuff.
Oh,
'cause
good,
Do It
good.
Chanel be doing it all.
See?
She, you know,
I,
suck
I-
it, take it,
I
do
might
it.
have to take the
Uh-huh.
junior off my name and add something like "Done It."
done it.
Done it.
Oh my god.
That might be mine.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Done It. It's almost like when you go to the doctor's office. And I remember one day they asked me, they said, can you fill out this sheet to tell us what drugs you've done? And I said, that's a
Check
lot
C
of
for
list.
all of them.
I said, you should just give me one that says, check all the drugs you haven't done. That would just be like 3. We'd go through that form real quick. And I remember the intern looked at me as I made the joke. And I said, listen, lady, I'm joking. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not serious right now.
I swear.
And then I said, but maybe I'm not joking so much. I said,
He
it
has
would
his
make the
limits.
questionnaire easier. So tell me about that. What's your experience totally in the industry, though? How are you feeling about it?
Well,
What's-
real quick, it's funny that you say that because one of my other sayings is "Do it, Chanel did it." So.
Oh, don't steal my shit, bitch.
Excuse me, you're stepping on my toes here.
There can only be one.
Do it, Chanel. Done.
There you go. See? All right, I'll let you have it.
Like fine.
I'll have to do
I
done
had
it.
to argue for it.
Yeah, I know. We'll fight later.
Okay. Cat fight, back burner.
Yes, that'll be my first TikTok.
What are you talking about? That's just
A
a ring
cat
right
fight
now.
with do it Chanel over naming rights.
She's like, is this a punishment or is this a reward? I can't tell.
Yeah, yeah. So have you done, I mean, I know you guys had a fucking journey here. Your trip down, how long did it take you from Chicago?
15.
16?
Yeah, 15,
That's-
16
I say
hours with bathroom
16
trips.
hours.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was like a smokehouse in that vehicle.
No, wait. We
Surprisingly,
didn't
no,
take the
we
van
weren't.
this time.
No.
Yeah, but we don't like traveling with stuff,
Yeah.
so we don't really like smoke
No.
very
Yeah.
much. But whenever we do usually travel in this big Sprinter van, and we do not smoke in it.
Oh, yeah, I've
Absolutely
seen the
not.
Sprinter
no,
van.
the rules are no.
I'm going to be getting it
Are the-
remodeled.
are those
and
Cam's rules?
Period
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
want
might
to
be
be like-
potheads, but we have responsibilities here.
good, good. Yes, that helps. So tell me, what else is going on? What do you think's happening industry-wise? Are you happy with the way you see things? You think there should be something else out there content-wise that no one's touching, or that you have like maybe a little thought on, or?
I feel
Questions
like,
for him?
yeah, I
Oh.
got some questions for you.
I'm sure.
Tommy Boy.
I'll go for it. I'm ready. You might not want to hear the answers. They might be rather boring, or they might be really nasty. You never know what you're going to get
So
from
when
me.
you bend over, just kidding.
She goes right there.
Oh my.
If you're going to ask me if I douche, yes, it's all taken care of.
top or bottom.
I'm a prepared person for all encounters.
What questions you got?
What questions do I have?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, you start.
I
You
don't
start.
have any at the moment.
What do you mean?
I know this man now.
Yeah,
Nothing surprises me.
Yeah, she.
I've done acid
That-
before.
that
I've been
sounds
learning
fucking
in silence
terrible.
over here.
It's almost like this guy will just do anything.
Our minds are
This
pretty
guy.
similar.
This
so
guy.
If I'm dirty, I know you're dirty.
Yeah, I am. Sometimes I'm accused of not being dirty enough. But that's really just my outward persona. My inside saying, yeah.
What is your
So
biggest
it's
kink?
giving.
My
princess-
biggest
What is
kink.
your
It's
biggest
giving
kink?
Pillow Princess vibes.
Wow, my biggest kink. That's a tough one because I would
do it
say my biggest kink is somebody being extremely verbal. Yeah. So that can be, but I don't like to be called like daddy when I'm fucking somebody.
Yeah.
Like that's a little creepy, especially if my husband calls me daddy. Then I'm like, yeah,
I call my wife daddy.
6 hours of the day I'm your daddy because I take care of shit. But no. But no, that's
Oh.
not true either.
So what do you like to be called?
There's the next question. Yeah, what do you like to
Yeah.
be called?
Oh, my whore.
My.
Oh,
no,
my.
no.
You know, I will say, I'm pretty verbal as well.
That's what I
like the
thought. That's
I
why I
like
brought
the
it up.
roughness, though. If you can, I'm little too, so people are very surprised.
Yeah.
But if you can rough me up a little bit, oh my god.
I'll later on after the
Pass me
podcast,
around a
I'll
little
throw
You
you.
can't do it. We already tried.
I'll throw you around the VIP for a little bit. Cam can record.
She tried choking me. It's not. It was.
Oh,
No,
oh,
I'm just
that's
like,
not a
wait,
bad
I
thing.
can't do that. You're my girl. I can't do that.
Yeah. So
Just
that
be
would be.
gentle one.
You know, what's your go-to there?
My go-to for like.
What's your kink?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
see?
not a very okay. Let me be square. I'm not a very sexual person. Like sex makes me rosy. Like I might be in the industry, but
Yeah.
I'm
It's good to still be shy about it, though.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a good thing.
I'm
That's
shy
a sexy
about it.
thing. I mean, I think if people aren't a little shy about it, then
She's a
you've,
little too
you've
shy.
lost some kind of your humanity there.
I think I just like I'm very not uneducated, but like I haven't tested all the waters. I haven't tested very many waters, so
Don't worry, anal Chanel's
she
coming.
tested my water.
okay. I guess a kink could be when someone like teaches me. I like being taught stuff, like new stuff. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cute.
It's funny you
but-
say that because you think you go through life and you think that you know a lot about sex, or that you're in the industry, or you're surrounded by beautiful women that are performers and they're having a lot of crazy sex,
Yeah.
and then you hear things that they say, like they like normal dicks, they like small dicks, and then you're like, well, God, you're fucking killing my image of you.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were like just into fucking horse dicks and
See,
craziness,
like,
and
I'm like in that like not necessarily bimbo, but like that little Barbie like statue, I guess is what people would say. So they're like, oh, she's just a little pillow princess. I guess I fit that. Not gonna
well, it's
lie.
weird because don't think that you will ever stop realizing new sexual things. Because even me, when I got married, and my husband's in his 20s, I won't tell you how old I am, but I thought I had discovered everything, and here comes somebody that teaches you all kinds of new shit, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, like, where have I been? Like,
It
why
just
didn't,
See, I think
why
that's
didn't
my
I do
thing.
that?
That's my thing. I haven't really like gotten with people that like have made me feel like comfortable enough to like open up like
Yeah,
that, you know
and
what
plus
I mean?
you get hard headed and you think
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna like that. I
Yeah,
never liked that,
yeah.
so I'm not gonna try that.
I'm a wimp
Then you try it and you're like,
sometimes,
what the
Like, I
fuck?
kinda
Why
like
was I not
that.
doing
Yeah.
that? Like, that's fun. Like, maybe the shit I'm doing is real boring.
yeah. Wait, have I been basic? Is that what it is?
That's right. That's what I ask myself. I'm like, have I been like totally vanilla? And I'm like, no, I haven't been vanilla. I'm like,
I'm vanilla. Fuck.
I've been like White House vanilla, like
Yeah.
with some cherry thrown in. I don't know.
You know.
Hey.
So, so what do you guys have planned for the future? Anything?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Big
I
things
don't-
coming
Yeah.
for 2024 and on.
It's a new year, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
have new things.
Obviously,
New
hitting
outcomes.
as many clubs as we can. We love traveling to like different clubs, meeting new people. That's a really big one. I like the diversity, and especially being in a club, like that's a place where it's like a safe space. You would not think a strip club is like a safe space, or
No,
like
it
any
is.
really like club in general. Like it's not a safe space. It is. Like you can be weird, you can be goth, you can be pretty, you can be this,
You
that,
can
and the other.
create
You
your
can
own
be
character
everything.
to
Yeah.
get your mind at ease and
Yeah.
escape.
Yeah,
And
I say
someone's
this all
gonna
the
accept
time.
it. Everybody's gonna like, and if like everybody just accepts you.
The
They're
strip
all
club
here
is a
for the same
very
reason.
good normalizer.
It is.
It brings everybody down to the same level.
I think that's what's
Mhm.
so
Oh,
hard
what-
when people
Exactly.
out there in the outside world. Is
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
Okay.
You're getting a cue. Get closer to the mic. No, but yeah, it's an equalizer.
Bet.
And I've always looked at it that way. That the strip clubs have the ability to take people who are genuinely shy or people that are aggressive, and bring them down or bring them up.
Yeah.
And also it lets, I mean, from both sides, male strip clubs and what we do, it lets women explore their sexuality on their own terms.
Yes.
Mhm. And it's not like taboo in this building. You know
No,
what I mean?
because a
It's
lot
not
of guys.
discriminating.
Well, I always get this conversation. People always tell me, "Oh, you take advantage of women at strip clubs, and you're, I don't want to say that you're abusing them, but you're, what's the word I'm looking for? I'll figure it out. But what it is really is people think that we're taking advantage of women, and we're not. What we're doing is we're literally doing the opposite. We're
Yeah.
taking advantage of customers' fantasies and
Mhm.
realities and their disbelief at home or their disillusionment.
Yeah.
And we give them a whole new fantasy.
Exactly.
And so nobody's being taken advantage of. What we're doing is we're exploring all
You
kinds
give the
of
place
things.
and the girls give the pleasure.
That's right.
So.
And so people that don't know what we do are really in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Until they come in, and then I see it on their face that they think these women are really empowered.
Yeah.
They're doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
We want women to look beautiful.
That's what a lot of people
I
don't
will
realize
say-
is
Yeah,
it's
not
the
running a-
women that run the strip clubs.
Yeah,
It
we're
is.
not running a
It's the women
brothel.
that run the strip clubs.
We want women to be women. Go
You
down,
know,
have fun, look great.
Being a dancer, I will
have
say,
fun.
does help a lot of women that I've met, including myself
Yeah.
and including her, that, it builds confidence.
And this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Because when they're here, those of us that run our clubs properly, we treat them that way.
Mm-hmm.
That they are the most vital part of this. Because without them, I'm simply serving drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So, at some point, somebody's got to pull some titties and pussy out.
Yeah.
And that's who's
Exactly.
doing it, not
I
me.
think it's hard, though, on my end, though, because I
Here, pull your mic
it's
up a little.
safe place. It is very safe.
Here, squeeze
I've-
in.
I've noticed being in this career, being in this industry, and she actually noticed too. She's like, this is a safe place
Yeah.
for everybody. That's why I love coming to clubs and performing. The only hard part about it is I've learned now being in so many years, even in a safe place, it's still a battle
Yeah.
at some point, because there's women I see on stage, maybe
always
one's a little
competition.
bit thinner than the other, and well, I don't like her because she does this or that, and
Yeah.
well, I don't
Or
like
she
this.
stole this move, or
you
she's
know,
doing
and
that
and
because of me.
I try to tell a lot of dancers, don't work against them, work together, because a lot of these clubs, they have so many women who are working against each other that it's running out of chaos, and then the managers or everybody in the staff crew are thinking, well, what am I doing wrong? It's not just their job, and it's not just the manager job and everybody else's job in this building to create a safe sanctuary. It's also the dancers, and we all need to combine and work together. Stop discriminating, stop hating. Especially for me, it's hard because as soon as I walk in a club, people automatically, a lot of dancers don't like me,
Yeah.
and they don't like me. One, because I'm small. 2, because they say I look like a child. And the biggest one, 3, they think I'm coming in here because I'm trying to step on toes and I'm a bitch.
Yeah. Well, they got that right. Give them one. Give them one.
I mean,
I'm just a little
not one of a
bitch.
kind.
But I come in here not wanting to wreck anything.
No, you're here to
but
have fun and
bring
perform.
you got to think of it like this. I'm stepping in your club, bringing you money,
Yeah.
helping you. After I get done with my dance, baby, you're coming back in there with the same guy I just danced on.
That's right.
And he's tipping you. I'm just trying to help and have fun.
Well, that's what it is, and that's why we have you here. I mean, I
Us
always
ladies
say.
gotta
I
stick
love it.
together. That is a big saying for me in the clubs. Is
Yeah.
us
It
ladies
is.
gotta stick together.
Well, and you have to remember too, and I say this a lot, is that I can't shame anybody for the way they run their clubs. Some people want a very non-diverse club. You know, they have a particular look that they have, and that's what they want. And I understand that because that's a vibe that you have, or that's a venue that you're at, or
and some clubs
Correct.
like that have
Or an
turned
area
her
that you're
away.
in.
They don't
like there are
want
certain
to
women
book.
that just aren't going to make money there, and you
Yeah.
have to remember that if you're on the south side of Philly or whatever, you're not going to have this particular women make money there. So for me, but we have a diverse crowd here. Like I have from black women, Hispanic women, light-skinned women, white women, heavier set, thin, no boobs, big ass, tiny ass, no tits. And I look at it like there's somebody here for every single person.
Yes,
There's
exactly.
a taste
Because everybody will
for
say,
every
"Oh, I go
texture.
to the strip club to see tits." No, they don't. Some guys come here because they want to see a flat-chested girl with like a boy ass.
Yeah.
That's what they're into. And maybe their wife at home has like these big giant tits and a big ass, and they're like, "That's not what I really." I was into that 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Now I'm into something
Taste
else.
has changed. Like
So we provide that, and
taste for everything.
yeah.
Taste for everyone.
I don't know how many women have told me, hey, I let my husband go to the strip club and it actually helped my marriage because he gets to release that testosterone. He gets all riled up just to come home and bone me.
wow, she likes
That-
she likes that word, bone.
That sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
She's going back to sex, guys.
Well, as always, I have to first thank you because I know that you don't do any podcasts really, and I always appreciate you being on. And it's been too long, even though we see each other often enough. Well, not often enough. I could see you more,
For sure.
but
I
agree.
have the number.
100%.
yeah, that's right, you do. Now that I know whose number I really have. So, but like I said, I'm always glad you're here. I'm glad you do the podcast with us. I know that there's some technical difficulties sometimes with you doing other podcasts, but you are appreciated and loved, and I'm glad you're here this weekend.
Oh, I love being
And
here. I'm
you're-
so accepted
you're
and
braving this fucking horrendous weather. And
It's
in
like
DC,
this everywhere in the United States.
well,
though,
in DC is
unfortunately.
weird. I mean, I can say this, and somebody's probably going to
no,
motherfuck
DC
me later.
is cold. You brought me in the cold.
It's
It's
cold,
just
but
like
the
this
people that
summer.
live here, a snowflake drops, and before it hits the ground, DC government shuts down. The metro shuts down. Fucking cars don't
It's
go
like
anywhere.
snow's an excuse.
People all go hide, and the only people out
Yes.
are gay people.
Oh my God.
Because you saw last night, the clubs were dead. When we got to the gay bar, we could
Packed.
barely get in the doors.
Yeah.
And it's like
it was a
because
bit crowded.
gay
I don't know
people
how
are
I
many-
have
like,
not been in a club
fuck
packed
it.
like that in a
I don't
very
know how many
long
butts I had in
time.
front of me.
yeah,
Swear.
yeah. I mean, we could have gone to 6 straight clubs, and we would have been like just walking around trying to find
Yeah.
friends. But yeah, DC's weird.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see tonight. Hopefully, we have a
Yeah.
lot more help here as far as fans
I think
go.
it'll be a good outcome. I think.
Good.
Show up and show out, folks.
Well, you too. Behave yourselves, Cam. Take care of yourself. We'll talk later about some other stuff.
I told you he wanted to bend over.
We can go scouting.
There you go. Wow. Exactly. Chanel, great to see you. Great
Thank
to
you
meet
so
you.
much,
I'm
for
glad
sure.
you're here at the club. And go tonight, have some fun, make some money,
For sure, for
and
sure.
then
Get a lot of trouble.
get home safe, all right?
Definitely.
All right,
we
guys.
hope to.
Behave. Love you.
For sure.
Bye.
Take me to the garden of your egg.